Hello everyone, Eric here and welcome to another video on my channel. Today we've got a deep dive into the mind of Twistzz as he shares details on his departure from Faze clan in an interview for HLTV. But before we start, smash that like button, subscribe and don't forget to ring that notification bell for more videos like this in the future, and let's dive into the video. So, why exactly Twistzz decided to leave Faze? At the beginning of the interview, Twistzz said that the spark for leaving was the lack of willingness by Faze to start negotiations of the contract. And I quote, "My contract was basically already ended by the time negotiations came around. Sometime in September my contract term technically did end." So from that we can understand that for the last few months Twistzz only had a verbal agreement with Faze and not an actual contract signed. So that shouldn't be the case if they really wanted him to stay with the team. He also compared his past experience with Liquid, where he played before, and said that coming from Liquid to Faze, negotiations usually start 6-7 months in advance, and negotiations with Faze were basically starting weeks before his contract was ending. In addition, he had offers from other teams coming in, so he had to make a decision, and there wasn't a new contract from Faze in sight. By the time there was an answer from the organization, he was already in pretty deep talks with Vitality and Liquid. Twistzz also shared that the final decision about leaving Faze was made before EM Sydney, which started on October 16th, and was the first tournament in CS2 to happen. "My team knew about everything before Sydney started, and that's why it's been very weird to have so much success. One could say that this was like an actual Last Dance CS edition, just because we were going out with a bang." We have to remember that since EM Sydney, after Faze lost to Gamer Legion in best of 1, they won every single game up until they lost against Vitality on November 26th, which was a grand final of Blast Premier Fall 2023, so Twistzz won 18 games in a row with Faze, and all of that while knowing he will be switching teams pretty soon. So no wonder he said he had so many doubts about his decision that he clearly expressed during the interview, but in the end there was no going back. But he's happy that they were able to achieve so much together, and I quote, "We've completed Counter-Strike together on pretty much every level, so I'm gonna hold this specific team close for a long time, and I'm not planning on losing any of the friendships that I've made here." Another reason for a change for Twistzz was looking for a younger team, a team with a younger leader, a younger core, so that there is more longevity to it. Karrigan is owning right now, but let's not forget that he's 33 and life just happens. You want to have a family or whatever, and I'm sure that's something that he's gonna wanna start soon. Father time is not easy to beat for esports players, so I was looking for something younger and maybe something that has longevity to it. Additionally, there were news about the game score acquisition of the Faze clan team that really played a factor in what was happening in his head at the time. And of course that sounded interesting to Twistzz, to play with the same team under different organization, but he wasn't so sure that would actually happen and wanted to be certain about his future. So as you can see, there has been many factors that in the end made Twistzz leave Faze, but as I mentioned earlier, he was already in pretty deep talks with Vitality and Liquid. So why he decided to choose Liquid over Vitality? Twistzz said that he even had some personal talks with Apex to give both parties a fair chance, but in the end it all came down to what position he would have to play. At the end of the Vitality conversation, Apex did say that they would have shifted positions for me, but I'm not trying to go somewhere where I fuck up the system and I'm moving people around, because then if it doesn't work, it's an even bigger failure in my opinion. Also, Twistzz already played for Liquid, so first of all he knows the organization and knows how it works, and based on what he said, he definitely has a sentiment to it. It feels like I go back to the team that drafted me to try to bring them that major or the championships that they've been searching for again, and for me that's a special feeling, especially if I'm able to accomplish that. Liquid will also have a completely new roster, so Twistzz have a better chance of playing that exact position he wants to, and let's finish with a quote from Twistzz: "I wish them success, I don't want anything bad for these guys, they are legends of the game and it would be fun to be against them at the top with a new Liquid lineup." And that's it for today's video on why Twistzz decided to leave Faze. I hope you enjoyed it. I will leave a link to the whole interview in the description. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.